I hate it when Mammy and Daddy fight. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It is your Monday Night Raw review. It is the 8th of July, 2024. And I think this was actually a decent enough show. So let's not waste any time. Let's get stuck straight into it. We had returns, we had confrontations, we had people getting battered. We actually had some pretty decent segments across the board, and none other than the opening segment. Because when Cult of Personality kicks off the show, you know it's going to be a decent opening segment, and Punk talks about the fact that, he jumped out of a boa haggis in Scotland, he cost through at WrestleMania, he cost through 2 days ago at Money in the Bank. I think what you've got to bear in mind is, with this storyline, McIntyre's the one that injured Punk. I think it's almost forgotten about. It seems just to be that it's completely flipped onto the fact that CM Punk's cost him like 3 times. But we go over the footage. Drew McIntyre's been fined $50,000, while CM Punk's been fined $25,000. He then calls him the Scottish keyboard warrior. He says we're going to do it in front of all these fans, even the fans off the hard cam, behind the camera. Obviously, a dig at AEW, and I thought this was a good dig at AEW. Yeah, the crowd in the arena didn't initially get it, and I feel like a lot of the problems with Punk, with these wee digs that he has at AEW, the crowd in the arena don't get it, but I thought this was actually a pretty good dig, so I'll say fair play to CM Punk. Seth Rollins' music hits. He says, so let me get this straight. Now you want to sit on the sidelines. Come on, Mr. Center of Attention. Now you love the spotlight. You afraid about me kicking your ass? You got to get in the ring. CM Punk then get in the ring. We have a good back and forth here. CM Punk talks about the fact, the last time we spoke, Seth, I said you could disrespect me once, but that was it. I just think that makes Punk look weak, though. That segment was back, late November, early December time. I don't think they should have went down that route with CM Punk. Like, CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless, this anti-authority guy. You wouldn't imagine Austin coming out and be like, yeah, Rock, I'm going to let you disrespect me once, but if you do it more than once, then that's bang out of order. I just don't think that would really work. But CM Punk says he apologises for what he did at Money in the Bank. But you know what? It happened to you, Seth, so how sorry am I really? Which I thought was a pretty decent line. He then says to Punk Rollins that even if McIntyre gets fit, if you get him out of business again, I will snap your arm and send your brittle little body back to the recovery line. So yeah, actions have consequences is what Seth Rollins ends with, and that's what CM Punk basically started with, saying about Drew McIntyre. His actions have had consequences. Good, very good opening segment to Raw. This just shows you what happens when you've got CM Punk in a meaningful storyline, and Seth Rollins definitely held his own in there. The future for Raw is looking good. If CM Punk can stay fit, right, and we can get him and Drew McIntyre in a good feud, and going into 2025, Big Match John pretty much coming back for one last year. The Rock coming back, Roman Reigns coming back soon. WWE's in a good place if they can get the right pieces together. But we need to stop this dragged out stuff. When CM Punk comes back, I want CM Punk and McIntyre every week. Because this was good. Alright? So yeah, guys. Fog Wrestling saying that something modern day was good. Doesn't happen every week. Anyway, first match with Chad Gable against Jey Uso. The match is kind of irrelevant. Gable almost looks like he's got the match won, but then the WYATT 6, the lights hit, the music hits, whatever. He gets distracted. Jey Uso wins and then runs to the back, but then Chad Gable's confronted by Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross then whips out another VHS tape and gives it to Michael Cole and McAfee. Sheamus is then backstage. This segment with Bronson Reed and Sheamus was just weird. It was like, I've been here 15 years, it's been crazy. Bronson Reed, the fact that he's called Big Bronson Reed, I think sucks. See, big, right? It only works when it referred to people like Big Daddy Fee and The Big Show. Even Big Boss Man, I know, it just sounded fucking cool. Big Bronson Reed doesn't sound fucking cool. But yeah, it looks like these two are going to have a match later on tonight. Well, I'll say these two. It's actually Pete Dunne. Sheamus' wee buddy's going to have a match with Big Bronson Reed, but this segment's a bit dead. Rollins then runs into Priest, and basically both of them agree to throw out their clauses for Rollins not having a title shot due to the circumstances of what doing last night. And I think that's the correct decision, because I like the fact they actually acknowledge that the referee didn't count the 3. The official makes mistakes. Things happen. But yeah, essentially, Priest says if he wins at SummerSlam, Seth Rollins can get a World Championship title shot. Second match, we've got Bronson Reed against Pete Dunne. Bronson Reed wins. Right. And Sheamus and Pete Dunne share like a mini reunion that I didn't care for, and I'm sure loads of people at the back of the arena didn't care for, and Pete Dunne pushes him away. What they do, right? Sami Zayn comes out, Breaker then comes out. He says, "What are you looking for a fight? You looking for a rematch? Stand there, stare at me all night, sort of thing." Yada yada yada. Rob Breaker then comes out. He's like, "No, he's like, there's no reason for me to get a rematch. There's really not. So like, I've been thinking," and then Braun Breaker just spears Sami Zayn at the arena. I thought it was pretty good because he speared him mid sentence. Didn't really expect it. But then they do the whole, bird's eye view thing where we see Braun Breaker run around the ring and spear Sami Zayn. It's like, really? I think that's just a wee bit taking the piss now. It seems like it's happening every time. Eli Dragunov comes out to save Sami Zayn. Why is he coming out to save Sami Zayn? I don't know. Then Pierce is like, it's official. Dragunov versus Braun Breaker later tonight. We then got a video recap of Big Match John's retirement announcement. Sad times, but it is what it is. We then had a 6-man tag team match. We got Braun Strowman, Awesome Truth, taking on Carlito and the Judgment Day. I mean, it says Carlito and the Judgment Day. I think Carlito is in the Judgment Day now. I think we can just call it the Judgment Day at this stage. Would you agree? Or do you tend to disagree, guys? Because I think at this stage of the game, brother, testify. It kind of has to just go as the Judgment Day. If Carlito isn't in the Judgment Day by now, will he ever even be accepted? He walks around with him. He says, that's not cool, or that's cool. So make it up. Alright, but the Braun Strowman problem is a fog wrestling problem. This gimmick is cringe. You don't remember the Rhea Ripley problem that the OC had, and they had to hire Meechin because Rhea Ripley's a woman and don't we dare attack her. Fucking cringe, by the way. But the Judgment Day win is what it is. CM Punk's then talking backstage with Adam Pearce. Pearce says, you can't be around when Drew McIntyre comes back next week because things are going to get messy. He's like, I know you like causing heat and fights backstage, but if you go home, I'll do what I have to do to get yourself medically cleared, but this match might happen, brother. Testify. So it just seems like, I don't even think CM Punk versus McIntyre is going to happen at SummerSlam. They seem like they're going to drag this out past it. A lot of people have penciled it in, so to speak, for Bad Blood, but that's in October. Fucking October. 3 months away. Jesus Christ. What is that all about? Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio then have a backstage segment. It just screams beta male, this. Like, Trish Stratus and Triple H, it worked. Triple H and Trish Stratus bent over, alright? Here, Liv Morgan has got Dominic Mysterio in a missionary position. You know what I mean? That's not... I'm sorry. No, just fucking weird. The kid will learn consequences, amigo. We then got the Bo Dallas and Uncle Howdy segment. Uncle Howdy said, tell me about your family. Bo Dallas went on to say, my family. I took those that no one wanted, the discarded, the forgotten. I gave them a purpose. They're so happy that you remember them because being a glutton of punishment doesn't make you abandon hurt any less. Forsaken, alone, begging for mercy is a buzzard circle has been lost too much, but grief is the price you pay for love. But now we must set the captives, so they need no master. Do you think we are sick? Uncle Harry said, yes, I do. Then sick is what will be. Chad Gable then confronts Pierce. He says, they're talking about me. Chad Gable gets told here to piss off. But he wants an apology. But then Adam Pearce opens his door to the GM room, and it's Bo Dallas sitting in the seat. Where's that going to go? Io Sky then cuts a promo with Damage Control. It's just fucking garbage. We have been jobbed out for weeks, months. Good day. I'm a Kiwi. My name's the Gawakari, governor. And yeah, let's play the bongos and get out of the beach. Me and my friends. Me and my friends, the Japanese gals. We lose every match. We've been not a shy since Bailey left. Anyway, Braun Breaker versus Eli Dragunov. Up next. Dragunov wins via disqualification. You just had a massive brawl between Sane coming out. But yeah, Braun Breaker then buries both of them essentially. And it's like, why is this guy losing to Sane? Why stop a guy's momentum, man? If I'm not comparing the guy to fucking Goldberg, but people say, "Oh, look at the disastrous decision it was at Starrcade when the Outsiders beat Goldberg with the whole taser debacle." It's like, yeah, but hold on, Goldberg at that point already won the title, beat Hogan. I think once Goldberg's streak has taken him to the World Championship and defeating Hollywood Hulk Hogan, I think you've done all you can do there. And what I mean by that is, I think after that, if you want to, the Outsiders screwed Goldberg. Yeah, was it the most perfect way to end Goldberg's streak? Probably not, but I just don't get it. Look at Brock in 2002. He went through and won the world title pretty much without losing the match. And, we're talking about people here beating Hollywood Hulk Hogan in WCW, height of the NWO. We're talking people beating The Rock in 2002. We're not, compared to today, where we're talking about Braun Breaker simply beating Sami Zayn for the IC title. It's no good enough. The Final Testament then had a fin, yeah. I thought this sucked, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, because apparently he wants fines issued to Kofi Kingston because he swore in front of children. I've seen that on Twitter. Is that all about? Damian Priest then cuts a promo. Thought it sucked. Gunther wasn't there. Where is Gunther? This is going to be the worst championship build-up I've ever seen for a match, man. Because where is Gunther? Is he hiding? Is he doing a runner? What's Gunther doing? Damage Control take on Laya Valkyria, Katana Chance and Caden Charter. Damage Control win. Rey Mysterio and Selena Vega then cut a promo for their match. And then, yeah, with Sonya Deville, Zoe Stark, and some other jobbers say they're going to run the entire women's division. This is just... Then you see Chad Gable in the background having a talk with the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. So who knows how that's going to go. Then at the hype up next week, Damian Priest will have a face-to-face conversation with Gunther. Why is Gunther not on tonight's show? This guy, I actually despise Gunther. As the wrestling character that he is, he fucking sucks. He barely appears, and when he does, his promos are wank. Anyway, Gunther, power, dominance, prestige. This is what my name brings to the sport. Big Stevie Cool thought I didn't appear on this show. Well, he was wrong. Till he watched the clips this morning, after watching 2.5 hours last night. The King of the Ring, and soon to be a ring general of the World Heavyweight Champion. I learned at a young age, the nipples are what matter to me. That is what on the line at SummerSlam. Big nipples. Alright, Gunther, reel it in, son. Anyway, it's Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio against Selena Vega and Rey Mysterio. Decent match. Liv Morgan and Dominic win. Then after the match, we get Dominic and Liv in a pretty compromising position. But then we hear, "This is my brutality." They're about to make it though. Rhea Ripley walks in the ring. Morgan runs out the arena as Ripley has a standoff with Dominic as the show goes off the air. Right. Is he Rhea Ripley? Is he Rhea Ripley? Right? It's absolutely mental. Liv Morgan's a woman. You see Rhea Ripley coming into the ring, and she's got shoulders bigger than my wardrobe, man. It just doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I actually thought this was a pretty decent Raw. I will give it a 4 out of 10. Yeah, and you may be wondering, is that decent? See, by today's standard, it is, because every match pretty much sucked, apart from the main event. So, yeah, and there was a lot of good segments, so, yeah, that's where we're going to leave this video, guys. So, leave your thoughts down below. Like Stevie, always delivers. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, folks. Till next time. Peace.